Hey YouTubers, this is kind of a new experience for me. I decided to make a blog while driving. Yeah, going through kind of some hard shit lately, to be honest. I just found out on Monday, let me grab this and make it a little easier. I just found out on Monday that I'm going to be going to federal prison. That's not a joke, I wish it was. A few years ago, I was involved in some illegal activities. A whole slew of different things that I did. It all boiled down to I got hit with one count of wire fraud, and that was actually quite a generous, I guess conviction was the one count of wire fraud, if you can believe that. So I'm sure you can imagine all the other things that I actually did, but it's part of a plea bargain. So yeah, starting on Monday the 9th, I start my sentence. 33 months in federal prison, minimum security. But I got kids and shit. It's really been fucking with me. But I know that this is kind of fucked up, but there's other people that are involved. And when the FBI came to me and knocked on my door at 7:45 in the morning, and mind you, this is 2 years ago that happened. They were, I admitted what I had done, and these other people were visited as well, and they were not as forthcoming. So I've got that on my side as well. The fact that I was forthcoming, and I wasn't going to make this video, but one of the other people that's involved in this, one of the other people who I didn't want to let know this happened, decided to write a very disturbing email to my wife. So now I really don't give a flying fuck whether or not they see this video. And if they do see it, oh fucking well. I don't really care now. So, yeah, so if you've been wondering where I've been, that's what's been going on and why I haven't really been around. On Tuesday, the day after, I went ahead and quit my job, and they said there's a possibility I could come back once I'm out. So, that's a plus, but going to prison, it's horrible, But, I brought the shit on myself. I admit what I did. I admit that what I did was wrong. And, that's it, I can't go back and undo what was done. And what was done was, fucked up. I'm not going to go into detail. But, I did some messed up shit, It was wire fraud. But, yeah, so, and, here's a weird kind of a appeal. I'm gonna owe $98,000 in restitution. So, if anybody out there wants to help me with that, go right the fuck ahead, please. I would appreciate it. I probably won't be ever to repay it, but I would be grateful for that. So, yeah. Well, I'm coming up to traffic now, and people are probably going to think that I'm just a little strange, considering the fact that it's going to look like I'm either talking to myself or it's going to look like what I'm really doing and filming a blog while I'm driving, which is probably not the safest idea in the world, but there's worse things that I could be doing. Actually, let me take you on a little tour since I got the camera out here. Not sure if anybody can see that at home, but that is Busch Gardens. And no, I do not live in Tampa, Florida. I live in Williamsburg, Virginia, and I can tell you that Busch Gardens is really underrated, underappreciated, and is probably about 3 times as better as the Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida. At least I've heard. I haven't personally been to that one. I mean, to the one in Tampa, but I've been told by people who have been that this one is far superior. So if you ever, decide to, travel to Virginia, Williamsburg, check it out. It's a lot of historical shit you're really probably not going to be able to see well on camera. And like I said, there is a safety concern with filming while driving. But anyway, thanks for listening. I may get to make another video before I go away. I've got a few things in mind. But otherwise, they said I'm probably actually going to only end up serving about 27 months or so. So hopefully YouTube doesn't delete accounts that are inactive for so long. And if they do, I'll be back at that time. I'll just make a new account, So to everybody out there, don't break the law. I mean, that's as simple as I can say. Whether you're stealing, a 5-cent piece of bubble gum, or if you're stealing, fucking $100,000 from somebody, don't do it. It's just not fucking worth it. I hope that, everybody will understand that I am truly remorseful for what I've done and won't hold it against me. I didn't do it to anybody personally I know of on YouTube, so, but if anybody that I ripped off sees this video, again, I'm truly sorry, and I mean, if your purchase from me was in the amount of over $100, you will be getting your money back eventually, hopefully. The federal prosecutor, did tell the judge that I'm probably going to die before I pay back all the money. So, yeah. Alright, well, to everybody who is going to, continue watching my videos, I do appreciate, making these for you. This is one of the few things I do in my life that I really enjoy. And, I'll see you in 28 to 33. Alright. See y'all later. Bye.